Well, there is a lot to be stressed about right now. Your health, your family, your job. And we've told you that experts are predicting a rise in divorce because of all of this stress. But there's something else that's also on the rise, and it's happening right here in Southwest Florida: domestic violence.
Right now, we're being told we're safer at home. But imagine your home being where you feel least safe. That's the reality for thousands in Southwest Florida every single day. Domestic violence impacts hundreds of thousands of people. And during this pandemic, when tensions are high, the number of domestic violence cases is even higher.
Domestic violence is all about power and control. And right now, nobody has control.
Janine Byrne is a clinical mental health counselor. She says with people stuck in their homes, someone prone to being violent is even more likely because they're reaching for that control.
Anxieties are higher, depression rates are higher. People just are more emotional. Our frontal cortex is up here. We're emotional, it shuts down, so we're not making logical decisions.
We're already seeing the spike in domestic violence.
Attorney Mike Chinopoulos says during this quarantine, he's getting a lot more calls.
Are you hearing more from people who say they are being abused by their partners?
Unfortunately, I am, and that is also with respect to child abuse. That's all part of domestic violence. When you coop people up, if you already have a relationship that's stressed and everybody's kind of staying together for the kids and all of that, then you lock them in the same house for 2 weeks and there's not a good result.
He says a dramatic increase in alcohol sales during this time is only making this problem worse.
I heard a figure as high as 58% increase in alcohol sales. And anytime we see an increase in alcohol, unfortunately, we're also going to see a spike in domestic violence that is consistent with that spike in alcohol sales.
To give you some insight into just how much of an increase we're seeing in domestic violence in our area, I reached out to Cape Coral Police. Between March 8th and April 20th of 2019, they say they responded to 289 domestic violence calls. During that same time period in 2020, that number went up to 389. Byrne says if you feel your life is in danger, have a plan.
Always have a bag packed with important papers, maybe an outfit, whatever you will need to at least get you through at least one night. That way you can always grab that bag wherever it is and you can get out of the situation.
It really is so important to remember that advice and keep it in mind. Now, if you are in this type of situation, do not let this pandemic stop you from getting the help you need. There are resources available for you. You can call the Florida Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-500-1119. You see the number there on your screen. We'll have more information and resources on our website, fox4now.com.